Hey everybody, Houston here with my boy David Burton. How you doing?
I'm doing okay. Man, SmackDown is gonna be it's pretty stacked tomorrow.
Yes, sir.
I mean, we got Bailey in her first title defense since winning the championship at WrestleMania. She's gonna defend against Naomi. Then it's a fatal four-way between the Street Profits, the AOP, the LWO. No, not the LWO. Legado, Fel Dantasma, and New Catch Republic. Of course, the winner of that fatal four-way will face Austin Theory and Grayson Waller for the SmackDown Tag Titles. And of course, AJ Styles will face LA Knight in a rematch from WrestleMania. And the winner of that match will face Cody Rhodes at Backlash for the championship.
I'm assuming Waller and Theory will be presenting new titles.
I don't know, maybe.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad we brought back the World Tag Team Championships. So obviously, on SmackDown we're gonna stay WWE Tag Champ, the WWE Tag Team Champions, and Raw once again, the first time in years, are World Tag Team Champions.
It's too bad those belts are basically all truth and the Miz are the first World Tag Team Champions, and they need to stop doing that because it's confusing. They had World Tag Team titles before,
Yeah,
which they stopped using in 2010, and then they create a new set of tag team titles and give it the same damn name. That's stupid.
you know what else is stupid? The draft. If you're not gonna enforce it, what the hell?
I told you that damn thing was pointless. I've been saying that for 5 years now.
Now I do expect Nick Aldis because he runs a tight ship on SmackDown. He don't play no. He'll take no games. He'll take no shit. I do expect Nick Aldis to on his end on SmackDown. I expect him to hold down at least on the SmackDown brand.
Well, you know what? I'm going to give it a chance and see what happens. Now that everything is completely solely Triple H, kind of.
Nick Aldis,
Hopefully,
yeah.
hopefully it'll go back to everyone staying on one show. Well, we'll see what happens. But
So far, Nick Aldis, he don't take no shit. I like that.
well, he is a former in-ring competitor, multiple-time world champion, as is Adam Pearce. But yeah, you got a point.
Yeah, that's different. Now they're quote unquote the bosses technically. They their in ring days are over, and they gotta be corporate now. So you can't somebody goes off on you, you can't just go side their head no more. Unless of
Let's not
course,
forget you got to address the elephant in the room. Rhea Ripley, after being champion for 380 days, was forced to vacate the championship due to an injury. She never lost the title.
yeah. I meant to say this before I start that fact. I'm gonna finish this one. Uh, Adam Pierce and Nick Aldis. They cannot lay hands on somebody unless, of course, physically provoked. Now, I will say this: Rhea Ripley, Rhea Bloody Ripley, mommy, if you will. I say mommy.
380 days.
MAMI, by the way.
380 days.
M
Crazy.
MAMI, by the way, not mommy like your mother, but MAMI, Mamacita. Yeah, that's a shame.
This
Unfortunately,
woman hasn't lost. Damn, that sucks.
unfortunately, we don't do rematches anymore. Like they're not gonna give her where she ain't pick up where she left off. In that sense, she got to start all over again.
Well, we'll see what happens. I mean, for 380 damn days, you've been champion and then not lose it because you had to give it up due to an injury.
Mm-hmm.
People like that should get some sort of a pass.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't be surprised.
Well, wait a
But
minute, wait a minute. On the let's flip that. Let's for example, JBL was the longest the WWE champion on SmackDown history, right?
yeah,
The
at
reason
one point, yeah.
somewhere in the contract, I'm guessing, because like he was champion so long. When he lost, he didn't get no more rematches. So that's the same
True,
thing.
but he ended up getting a rematch anyway. Of course, he had to earn it. But
Yeah.
anyway, you're right about that.
Whether you like you hold it for a long time, when like JB like the JBL clause, I say JBL clause like since you were champion so long, if you lose, that's it. You got to start all over again if you lose. Or Rhea Ripley, you were successful so long, you may get a pass on that.
Hmm.
Yeah. I got to excuse me. I have my I decided to drink coffee at the last minute, so I'm a little bit hyped. But anyway,
And let's not forget, a new women's champion is going to be crowned on Monday. We don't know what type of match it's going to be. We don't know if it's a tournament or a battle royal. All we know is there will be a new champion crowned Monday on Raw.
I'm willing to bet battle royal tournament too late. Like last tournament, like you guys that takes time.
They could do a tournament in one night during a 3 hour show.
They
Of
done that
course,
before, yes.
most of the show would have to go to that tournament.
They,
If they were to do that, they've done it before, so
yeah.
I don't know. We'll see what happens.
The problem with battle royal, like last tournament, like put together tournament last minute, one night, sure, but you got to come up with different, call all these ladies to compete in the thing at the last minute.
Yeah,
And
that's why I said they can do that because they've done that before in the past.
that reminds me of the time Steve Austin was supposed to be in the King of the Ring tournament, but this is a dumb idea. This is dumb. Whoever wrote this is stupid as hell. You're gonna put Austin in a qualifier, not first round, second round, finals, quarterfinals, a qualifying match. Stone Cold
Well,
Steve Austin qualifying against a
well,
rookie, Brock Lesnar at the time.
but that kind of takes away from what we're talking about. A
Yeah,
one night tournament for a championship.
yeah.
That's like when CM Punk walked out with the WWE title at Money in the Bank in 2011,
Mm-hmm.
and then they go, "Hey, we're gonna have a tournament 2 weeks later, and the winner of the tournament will be the champion." And then the Miz and Rey Mysterio have their match. Well, the Miz and Rey Mysterio get to the finals of the tournament. When Rey Mysterio wins the tournament, loses the title an hour later to John Cena, and then fucking CM Punk returns at the end of the show. I was like, that makes no sense at all.
Yeah. I get. I know. I get what you're saying. Cause like John Cena wins, like bum 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 bum, and all of a sudden you see a Punk walks out. Nobody says a word because they can't say his name legally at the time, and he see a Punk holding up the original championship. Cena holding up the WWE championship he just won. Oh shit, we got two champions.
I felt bad for Rey Mysterio. I was like, that's BS.
Rey Mysterio never won a WWE championship match since.
Well, he hasn't won the WWE title since, you mean?
Yeah, he won like what, couple of few seconds.
He only had it for an hour.
Oh, an hour. My bad. I'm all over the place.
He
Y'all excuse
won
me.
the title and lost it an hour later.
Yeah. Yeah, he's been a multi-time world champion.
Two-time world heavyweight champ. Of course, the big gold belt, by the way, not to be confused with their new world
Oh
heavyweight
yeah.
title.
Oh yeah.
Again, which is another stupid thing. Stop making new titles and giving it the same name you had for a previous belt, because all that does is confuse people.
And by the way, fun fact for you, if I'm correct on this, Rey Mysterio was the second masked man to be a champion, other than Kane.
Yeah, a world champion, yeah.
And that poor SOB Kane, one night. Who the hell lose the championship in one night?
Oh wait, that's not true. You gotta count Mick Foley as Mankind. That's three.
Yeah, but take everybody
Still
knows him without the
counts.
mask, so.
It still counts. He was wearing the mask. It counts.
Yeah, but we know we know what he look like without it. I'm talking about Kane. We don't know what his face look like till then.
So did Rey Mysterio. We know what he looks like too.
Oh, by the way, speaking of that, I looked it up. It's cool. Mexico has a wrestling council in Mexico, and they allow Ray to take the mask to WWE. And Lucha Libre culture, once you take your mask off or you take it off, you can't wear it again. So the council of Mexico.
Mask, but a mask is still a big deal in Mexico.
Yeah. The Mexican Wrestling Council decided to let him wear it when he went to WWE.
I do know that if somebody intentionally removes a wrestler's mask, that signifies a DQ.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know if they still do that now, but that was a thing back in the day.
And I've seen several pictures of Ray without the mask in public. Off the clock, as Oscar Gutierrez. That's the real name, by the way. As Oscar Gutierrez, I've seen him without the mask plenty of times.
So not forget his WCW days. Well, this generation don't know what Ray looks like, so.
Just go online, type in Oscar Gutierrez. That's his real name. And you'll see without the mask now. Oscar Gutierrez.
You can also just go to the network and watch one of his WCW matches without the mask. And don't worry about it. He still looks exactly the same, just with gray hair.
And he bald headed.
He's always been bald.
Yeah.
No, actually, no, that's not true. But he's been bald for over 20 years, so.
Yeah.
When he came to WWE in 2002, he was already bald. And he's been bald since then.
That's a damn shame he lost back in WCW. You gotta see the country accent, WCW. He lost to Kevin Nash in the hair.
Scott Hall and Kevin Nash, yeah. The Outsiders against Rey Mysterio and Conan. And the stipulation was if Hall and Nash lost and Miss Elizabeth would get her head shaved. And if Rey Mysterio and Conan lost, Rey Mysterio would have to unmask, and Rey and Conan lost. And that was at the WCW Super Brawl 1999 pay-per-view.
I went back and watched that. I don't think they were serious about that.
No, that was real.
I know, like
for whatever reason, I don't know why Bischoff is having all the masked wrestlers take their mask off.
Yeah.
And I believe Ray was one of the first guys to do it.
Well, I do appreciate that if anybody gonna do it, his homeboy Cody ain't gonna take it off. If anybody gonna do it, I appreciate that.
I was like, I can't see Miss Elizabeth get her head shaved, so I was pulling for Hall and Nash.
I was pulling for Ray. I want to see that woman bald headed.
Why do you want to see Miss Elizabeth bald?
I didn't like that woman. All due respect, God bless her soul.
How you didn't like Miss Elizabeth? Everybody liked her.
Cause she was in WCW. Her and Randy.
In the NWO, she was still cool.
She did Randy wrong. She changed. In WCW, she changed. She went from sweet old girl next door to look. That's that hoe in WCW.
She did cost Randy the world title once in WCW, but that's a story for another time.
And I'm speaking on storyline. I don't mean disrespect her personally, but storyline wise, I didn't like her character in WCW. You know, she was the sweetest girl of WWE, WWF, sweetest girl. WCW, she was a hoe.
It was interesting because in WWE she never did what she did in WCW, and when she did do something in WWE, it meant something.
Yeah.
Like, did Miss Elizabeth just interfere in the match? Okay. That meant something.
Mm-hmm.
not some. SmackDown was going to be packed, and I spoke about it last week. Last week, but again, congratulations to John Moxley. Again,
Yes, sir.
first person to hold the AEW, WWE, and IWGP World Heavyweight Championships.
Speaking of IWGP, over there in New Japan, and
Yes,
since you're the expert on this, let's talk about Windy City Riot.
that was a good show. Uh, the interesting thing is, American audiences got to see the IWGP World Heavyweight Championship belt, which you don't see often in the United States.
Yeah.
So John Moxley bringing that championship out on AEW, I thought that was pretty cool.
It's a nice belt.
Yeah, but I did like the other one they had, the previous belt. But it's nice. The other belt looked better. And Matt Riddle, as I stated, no longer the television championship, lost the title to Zack Sabre Jr. Nick Nemeth, formerly known as Dolph Ziggler, retained his championship against Tomohiro Ishii. And by the way, Nick Nemeth, that's his actual real name, by the way.
Yeah.
The former Dolph Ziggler and WWE. He also works for TNA too.
Back in the day, he was a cheerleader.
Oh yeah, Spirit Squad. He was Nikki. A group of male cheerleaders. I was like, I've seen everything in pro wrestling now.
Yeah.
It was like, what gimmick did not exist in WWE? I mean, you had the special, what they call retard usually.
Hey, man, no, hey, out.
I know, but that's what people said. Okay,
Hey.
you had that. You had garbage men. You had clowns. You had plumbers.
You had
You had
pimps.
morticians. You had cheerleaders.
We had pimps and hoes, dominatrix.
Porn stars.
Man, I got to talk to briefly on Facebook, Doug Basham, and I asked him when the last time he talked to Linda Miles. Linda Miles used to be Shaniqua. Unfortunately, she's off the grid, so that sucks.
I'm sure she's doing okay somewhere, wherever she's at.
Yeah. Linda Miles used to be Shaniqua. The last time I saw her in the wrestling ring was back in literally the day after she left the day after No Way Out 2004. Her contract expired.
I was like, yeah, we're not gonna renew. You're gone.
Yeah, she was the funnest character I ever seen, bro. She was all right. I'm not into that, but hey, she could toss me around for a little bit.
Well, it was pretty different. Well, I know Maven's still around. The first Tough Enough winner.
Yes, sir.
He's got some cool YouTube videos, by the way.
The ups.
Talking about his experiences and life on the road, being in WWE, how he was treated by other wrestlers in the company, who he traveled with,
Mm-hmm.
who he still keeps in contact with. It's pretty good. It's at Maven Hoffman on YouTube.
Yeah. He used to be a school teacher.
Yeah, for a brief period, very, very, very brief.
Yeah.
Man, and you know, AEW is still receiving backlash for that video.
Oh, what you call it?
Jungle Boy and CM Punk. Yeah, that was honestly that was stupid.
Mm-hmm.
That was really stupid. That was a bad move. Bad move. And then the attendance for that Dynamite was bad as well.
Yeah.
I seen the pictures. I was like, this guy needs to start booking smaller venues. It was like, cause to look and see the crowd is just terrible.
Mm-hmm.
And this is not something that's been going on for a few days or something like that. This has been going on for months, weeks, and months at a time. And you need to start going to smaller places. Because if you do smaller venues, it won't look bad in front of the audience. The audience won't look bad if it's in a small place. Don't do that. Like, when you book big venues and you see you're not selling out and you're not drawing, go somewhere smaller. It just makes sense. That's what I would do.
Yeah. Like, something caught my attention with 1 second. Uh, Tony Khan. I said this before. It's like it's the biggest mistake for a wrestling fan to have money, have a bunch of money, and think you know what you're doing. You know what the hell you know the first thing. Tony Khan is no like I meant to. Hang on, I'm all over the place. Y'all excuse me. Tony Khan is a mark with money. Put it like that.
Somebody said this, and I forgot who it was, and this is absolutely right. He basically uses AEW like it's an action figure, playing
Mm-hmm.
with toys.
These people's livelihood, and you messing around. That ain't right, bro.
He should take some advice from Eric Bischoff. At least Eric Bischoff, yeah, he's made some mistakes, but the difference between him and Bischoff is that Bischoff has been damn successful,
Mm-hmm.
despite his mistakes.
If you know what the hell you're doing, just say that.
Oh, don't never say that.
Tony Khan got his hand. I think he's. I feel like this. Y'all got excuse me. I had too much coffee tonight, and it's all my other places. Y'all excuse me. He's like the model to be a wrestler promoter. Whether you like it or not, Vince McMahon, right?
Yeah.
That's who you want to be. The good stuff about Vince. Cause he's been doing it for a long time, 4 generations. Now,
And another thing is Tony needs to stop trying to be everybody's friend and just
yes,
be a boss.
yeah, you the model is Vince McMahon, the good side. But you doing you trying to be like Vince Jr. and that's not working for you. Stay in your lane.
See, the difference between Vince and Tony is that, yeah, Vince is friends with some of his wrestlers, but at the same time, he knows that this is a business and he stays a boss.
Mm-hmm.
For example, Undertaker, one of his best friends. Undertaker broke a rule, he got fined. Triple H, one of his best friends, son-in-law, broke a rule, still got fined. It's like, why did you hit Undertaker in the head with a chair? You know that's banned.
Hell, his own son.
Finding both y'all 50,000.
Uh-huh.
Tony would never do something like that.
Tony Khan got his hand too much stuff. He's the CEO. He's the chairman. He's the matchmaker. He's this. He's that. Bro, pick one thing. Be that one thing. Let somebody else do that.
And it's not like there isn't people who know what they're doing that's working in that company.
Mm.
But you got Jim Ross, you got Jake Roberts. Let them run the company.
Yeah. Especially people like Jake Roberts. Like I hate the fact WCW corporately will not let former wrestlers run the company. Or like they know they're former wrestlers. They know what the hell they're doing.
But I understand, and at the same time, I get it. You know, not every wrestler is the same. You know, when you got some wrestlers, they'll make stupid decisions,
Mm-hmm.
which in turn causes people not to let them run the company.
Yeah.
Like, look at what the Young Bucks has done with AEW being vice presidents.
They're
messing AEW up they're messing up AEW just as much as Tony Khan is.
They fired
They
what
don't
you
have
call it.
they don't have a clue what they're doing.
They fired Kenny Omega.
Yeah, but that's storyline.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Remember, Kenny Omega is not wrestling, and he's not going to be back for a while. He is currently battling diverticulitis,
Mm,
which Brock Lesnar once had and almost killed Brock Lesnar. But
man,
at the time when Brock had it, he was still in the UFC. He wasn't in WWE.
yeah.
But yeah, he's battling the same thing Brock Lesnar had. Now I don't know how bad um his dealings with it is. I know when Brock had it, his was bad, and he almost passed away.
My God.
Yeah, Brock had it pretty bad. Like I said, I don't know exactly how bad Kenny Omega's diagnosis is with it, but yeah, he's currently battling that, so that's why he's out.
Speaking of Brock, I said this last night on Facebook. Have you ever seen his daughter Maya Lesnar? Ain't no need for DNA tests. That that's your kid. Just like you with titties.
I don't want to sound negative, but I gotta agree with you. Yeah, she looks just like him, just with tits.
And
Exactly like him. Exactly like him.
God forbid she has
I mean,
the
those two can be identical twins.
God forbid she has the athletic prowess like Brock Lesnar. Look here, if she ever gets into wrestling, you might as well take the women's championship and hand it over.
But I totally agree with you. She looks, again, they can be identical twins. Just longer hair and tits, that's all.
And God forbid she has the athletic prowess of Brock Lesnar. Oh God, y'all,
Oh,
we,
well, she's agile like him. And
oh
she's
we.
big. She's a big girl. She's not small either. She's not your average female. She's a very large female.
I don't mean when I say this, I mean very just very respectful. I mean this as best as I can. I don't think she gonna have a problem with boys. Ain't nobody gonna be.
But you know what? Now that I think about it, all of his kids are large.
Yeah, he only got two of them, huh?
The guy has three
Oh,
kids.
yeah.
He has two boys and a girl. Of course, his sons are both from Sable. Maya's from his first wife.
Yeah.
But yeah, all his kids are large. To be honest.
If anybody has interest in Maya, imagine going to her house and meeting her daddy. Oh, it's gonna be a long night.
I know his youngest son is wrestling in high school.
Oh wow, I got to look that up.
Yeah, he's a big boy. If my memory's correct, his name is Duke.
We got Luke, Duke, Maya.
That's a big boy.
Oh wow. Yeah.
Yeah, all of his kids are large.
Well, they got a long mountain to climb to be like daddy. And I say this.
Well, Maya's already athletic like him, so.
Now, of course, if they want to go down that route, more power to you. But y'all tell us two routes to go to. You could follow tradition, like your father, or you carve your own path.
Do something else.
Yeah. Either way.
And that's the thing. Not everybody wants to be like mommy. Not everybody wants to be like daddy and do the same thing they do.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it happens a lot, but at the same time, it's also rare. Like, I don't want to do what this so and so did. I want to do my own thing.
Yeah.
You are a doctor. That doesn't mean I want to be a doctor. I'm going to get in and do something else.
Mm-hmm.
No, I want to do something else. Like Roddy Piper, I know. Well, actually, damn, I can't even use him as an example because what I was going to say is that we all know Roddy wrestled, and his son is an amateur boxer, And then I forgot that Roddy was also an amateur boxer before he started wrestling, so I can't even use his kid as an example because he's doing the same thing, just not wrestling. He's going the amateur boxing route. But
Mm.
the, but there goes a little fun fact for those who didn't know: Roddy Piper was an amateur boxer prior to wrestling.
Yeah.
Trained by the late great Gene. I think Gene LeBell is still alive. I don't remember. Gene LeBell, a former wrestler and a martial artist. Of course, he spent more time doing martial arts than wrestling. Uh, he trained, he sparred, and he's worked with some of the biggest names in combat sports. He trained Roddy Piper. He sparred with Muhammad Ali. He worked out, trained, and sparred with Bruce Lee on two occasions.
Mm.
And he also trained Ronda Rousey.
Wow. Yes, indeed. Now we gotta talk about Tama Tonga.
The newest, well, I don't want to say newest, but he's always been a member of the Bloodline. But on TV, he just joined the group.
Question. Uh, did Roman Reigns order that, or did the elders order that?
I'll probably say Roman Reigns because he's the only one that's called the tribal chief.
Wait a minute, I gotta correct you on that because remember, Solo was placed in the bloodline by orders of the elders. If you remember correctly.
Yeah, but I'm going by what I heard. I heard orders of tribal chief, so that's Roman
Of
Reigns.
course, there's only one tribal chief.
So that's why I'm saying Roman Reigns.
But then again, the Samoan elders can kind of technically overrule because the elders, the tribal chief.
Yeah, but I'm just gonna go by what I heard. So
Yeah. Well,
that's the only thing I can do.
whatever in whatever case, everybody better watch their ass on SmackDown.
Oh yeah, and they also just signed another member of the Bloodline, Jacob Fatu.
Oh shit! Oh that sucker right there. That sucker right
Yeah,
there.
I've seen his work in MLW. That guy's an ass.
Oh my god.
That is the son of the Tonga Kid, and the Tonga Kid is the brother of Umaga and Rikishi, which makes Rikishi his uncle, and of course the Usos and Solo, their cousin and Roman. You all know that.
All right. So choose right now. Choose right now. If the Rock came back months from now and the bloodline split, what side you on?
I don't even think they're gonna do that.
Just in case, just in the off chance they do that.
I mean, to be honest, they already did that. Why would they do it again?
Cause it's the Rock, damn it.
Yeah, but they're just doing the same thing over. It doesn't make sense.
Yeah, but the Rock is about. First, I'll take you back. The Rock is the High Chief, technically. Roman Reigns. This how it's supposed.
What you're saying.
Yeah.
But at the same time, that doesn't make sense. Again, we already seen that with the Usos versus Roman and Solo.
Yeah.
We don't need to see it again with other people.
Right.
That doesn't make sense. The only thing they could do is have Roman versus Rock, which will happen later on down the road.
Oh yeah.
That match is gonna happen.
And I see what you're talking about now. Now Rock and Roman, whatever that happens, it's too big for a championship match. So
it doesn't need to be a title match.
Here's how I would book it. I would have a retirement match for The Rock. Because technically, Rock never retired. He just left. He never did really retire. Technically. So I would have that match, a retirement match for The Rock. And of course, Roman wins.
If he wants to be done, yeah, that could work.
As Rock never did officially retire. Like all other superstars. He just left. Which is smart. Because just when you think They this was they thought you retired. Nah, I never did retire. I just went away.
That's like Kane.
Yeah, Kane is retired though.
No, Kane never retired.
Oh,
He never flat out said, I'm retired.
interesting.
Remember Kane, who is currently the mayor of Knoxville, Tennessee.
Mm.
By the way, for those that don't know, now you know.
You know what? I just I don't I about to say I choose my words carefully here. I'm if he ever decide to run for president, I see him as Republican Party. The person I would have him be vice president, Bob Backlund. Yeah, they go perfect together. Glenn Jacobs and Bob Backlund. And the only reason I vote for them, I'm Democrat, but because they're wrestlers. The only reason I vote for them, I voted for Linda McMahon simply because she was Linda McMahon. That's the only reason I vote for Linda. I'm a Democrat. I voted for Linda. She lost. Not for president, but for something else.
Instead of Bob Backlund, you got Kane and Jesse Ventura.
Jesse.
Jesse's a former mayor, and he's also a former governor.
Yeah, I don't think he has to be, because you can't just you got to be Con Cougar Lake to be somebody president.
But then again, Jesse is not a Republican and he's not a Democrat, so he's an either.
Every now and then he go off the grid too.
Yeah.
So that wouldn't work if he ran for president, because how they ever gonna contact you? How they gonna contact you when you off the grid?
Well, that's the thing. He knows that. He spoke about that multiple times. He knows if he becomes president, he can't be off the grid.
Yeah. You can't just get up and leave like, okay, I'm gonna see y'all later. Nah.
He's aware of that.
Yeah. But there's one man.
He's been asked that. He's like, maybe. I remember in 2004, at the end of his WWE Hall of Fame induction speech, he was like, maybe in 2008 we ought to put a wrestler in the White House. Who knows? Who knows? Maybe somewhere down the line we may actually have a wrestler in the White House. I mean, we already have a Hall of Famer in the White House.
Yeah. Wait a minute. Wait. That. Oh no, I get you. Donald.
Exactly. Even though it's a celebrity ring, it's still a Hall of Famer.
Ooh, man! The trial he got going on.
You know what's interesting? It just hit me. Well, actually, it just hit me. I thought about this before, but we've had governors, we've had mayors, and we had presidents, and they've all been WWE Hall of Famers.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, it's happened. I mean, Jesse Ventura, he's been a mayor and he's been a governor, WWE Hall of Famer. Donald Trump, president, WWE Hall of Famer. Kane, mayor, WWE Hall of Famer. Arnold Schwarzenegger, governor, California, WWE Hall of Famer.
It's a shame Jerry Lawler lost the mayor election. That's a shame.
That don't count. He didn't win. That don't count. He don't win.
Yeah, I know. It's like he lost.
He didn't win. It doesn't count. Yeah, I remember that. That was over 20 years ago. That was 25 years ago. He ran for mayor of Memphis and lost. Yeah, that was 25 years ago.
Yeah. You know, I'm gonna say this right quick, and I'll go back to wrestling. I'm gonna say this right quick. Donald Trump has a case going on, criminal case going on, and to be on the jury, you gotta be impartial. So they go through all your stuff, social media, make sure you ain't biased.
Well, he knows that.
I said a lot of stuff negative about Donald Trump, and I mean every word about it. I would love to say to his face one of these days. I'm leading speaking behind nobody's back. I would love to say to his face, you can barely be somebody's husband. You got nervous somebody. You got nervous won't be somebody's president.
don't think he's that bad as people make him out to be. I think the media does that on purpose to certain people they don't like.
Yeah. I
And
mean,
again, this is not just my opinion. A lot of people feel this way. I know for a fact. I know for a fact. Uh, People misinterpret a lot of the stuff he says and takes it out of context. You got to remember, this ain't 25, 30, 40, 50 years ago. Everybody gets offended by the smallest thing nowadays.
but he's a jackass. Yeah.
Everybody. Everybody. And then to make matters worse, you have these people behind cancel culture, which makes society even worse. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, I gotta be honest, the world was so much better decades ago than what it is now. And I heard somebody say this, and I agree with them. Like, what happened, and where did everybody go soft, and where did everybody go wrong? Like, do you realize a person can say something 25, 30, 40 years ago, get away with it, and not be canceled, and
Mm-hmm.
not be taken off a television show or a radio show, and then they can repeat the same thing they said 30, 40 years ago and get canceled and get kicked off a show or get kicked off a radio show?
Yeah.
All that does is show how much society has gone downhill, and it's continuing to go downhill because of the way people are. Everybody's getting soft. Everybody's offended by the smallest little thing.
You know.
That's the, that's the thing with Donald Trump. He's not as bad as people make him out to be.
Well.
It's society and it's the people in the society. No, I'm not praising Donald Trump. I'm not defending Donald Trump. I'm just pointing out the obvious.
Yeah. But I stand. I say this. I I stand by what I said. I stand by what I said. How you gonna be somebody's president? You barely be somebody's husband.
Mm,
For example, God forbid Donald Trump win the election. Melania will be the most reluctant first lady we ever had one.
hey, listen, listen. I don't care what he did in terms of relationship. Okay? Same thing with Vince.
Leave old man Vince out of
Wait,
this.
wait, 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 wait. Now, he's been accused of hush money payments and committing adultery, cheating on his wife.
Mm-hmm.
And I hate to say this, but this is the truth. Okay? Everybody cheats on somebody. It's sad, but everybody does it.
Right.
It's to the point. It's to the point where it's almost normal. So there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, it is, but technically it's not. But anyway, let's get out of that and go back to wrestling.
Well, speaking of
Before
wrestling,
we before we go off here, I am so happy that Mark Briscoe is the Ring of Honor World Heavyweight Champion. Congratulations to him. I said it before, but I gotta say it again. He had a he had a decent match with Eddie Kingston, and we all know his brother Jay passed away due to a tragic auto accident. Jay Briscoe, who's been ROH World Champion twice. Mark Briscoe, who's now the ROH World Heavyweight Champion for the first time in his career.
mm-hmm.
Yeah, Jay's been champ twice. Mark has been champion once. He's in his first title reign. And those guys, Sweden boys, they'll definitely go down as be one of the greatest teams that ever stepped foot in wrestling. And one of the most loyal talents, because they stayed with Ring of Honor from the start all the way to the end. Like, they never left that company.
Yes, sir.
13-time World Tag Team Champions in ROH.
By the way, not to be not there's no relation the Briscoe brothers as to WWE's Briscoe brothers for the record.
Oh, you mean Jack and Jerry? Yeah, no relation at all.
Yeah.
Two different people, two different teams.
Yeah.
I'm glad you mentioned that. I almost forgot about that.
But while I was on my mind, I don't know they're still open or not. But if you ever go down to Florida, check out the Briscoe Body Shop. It's worth the drive, folks.
Yeah, I remember they used to promote that on WWE television.
Is it open? I think they closed it somewhere.
I wouldn't
Briscoe's
know.
Body Shop. Looking it up here.
I know Jerry's still alive. He was just seen on WWE TV. His brother Jack passed in 2008. Jack is a former two-time NWA World Heavyweight Champion. Him and Jerry are multiple-time former NWA World Tag Team Champions.
Yeah.
They had a very, very good match with the late Jay Youngblood and Ricky Steamboat at the first Starcade, which is a monumental, legendary show. If you haven't seen it, check it out. November 1983, the first Starcade. That's right, Starcade took place before WrestleMania.
Actually, I believe it was like the same day or something.
No, Starcade was in November of '83.
Oh, okay.
WrestleMania was in March of '85.
Gotcha.
And some of the talent that wrestled on that first Starcade wrestled on that first WrestleMania. For example, Ricky Steamboat, Greg Valentine, Roddy Piper. They both wrestled on that first Starcade in WrestleMania.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, that's crazy. It's believe 40 WrestleManias, and we are going to have WrestleMania 41 next year, and WWE has not released where they're going next year.
Yeah, I noticed that. We didn't do they do it every year, and we didn't do that last time.
No, they didn't do it this year.
I know what I'm saying. They don't do it every year. Like, hey, we'll be so and so next year. Word on the street, it's not officially yet, but rumors is Minnesota.
Yes,
Minnesota though.
Flying around for 2 years now.
Why? Like, bro, like, okay. Now, Les Brock Lesnar's gonna be there. What the hell?
It can still go to Minnesota, but Minnesota, they would have to do an indoor stadium because for them to go to Minnesota in March and April, it's cold over there. So they have to be indoors.
I would.
It cannot do an outdoor stadium in Minnesota in March and April.
Oh yeah, I wouldn't mind. One more time, come down to Texas one more time.
Texas has had a couple WrestleManias.
I wouldn't mind we do one more again. This time, if we're gonna do one of the last times, let's go all out with it.
Well, you had 3 WrestleManias. Okay.
Yeah. I had the privilege of going to two out of the three. I went to no, I'm sorry. In my lifetime, I went to two WrestleManias. WrestleMania 30 in New Orleans, WrestleMania 30 30 hang on 38 in 2022.
I was in Texas.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I only been in one WrestleMania, and that was WrestleMania 20, where it all begins again.
Mm-hmm.
That was one of my favorite WrestleManias. That was a damn good WrestleMania, too. Damn good WrestleMania. And it's funny, because I was just watching that, too, a couple of weeks ago.
Mm-hmm.
The end with Eddie and Chris, one of the most memorable and emotional moments in WrestleMania history. Of course, we don't get to see that too much anymore because you know who. I ain't gotta even say the man's name, but you know why.
Yeah. By the way, I wish every time towards the end when the confetti fall down, I could be part of that. I had to leave early. WrestleMania 30, I had to leave early because of the traffic. I missed the celebration. I could be part of that confetti falling.
Your mama was like, "It's time to go."
Man, let me tell you something. My mama, I thought My mom, my poor mom, she faked it to make it best she could, man. Faked to make it the best she could. After John Cena, Bray Wyatt, she could take it no more. I'm out of here. I thought she was in the lobby.
That's
She's
crazy because that was like the third or fourth match.
yeah. I'm thinking she in the lobby all this time. She in the car. I'm like, oh, she in the car. She. It's gonna be a while. I left right after Undertaker Lesnar match.
Oh man.
I missed the I'm like live in person. I missed the Divas match. I missed
The main event.
yeah, and of course I missed the celebration after that. But it's all good.
Damn.
I got a shout out to my grandfather Cleveland Thomas. My grandfather's amazing. This man sent me a $200 check for spit cash, like spending money for WrestleMania. Like I'm like trying to pay him back. It's like no, keep it. I'm like I'm gonna pay you back, and the whole time like nah, keep it. So I was forced to keep to. I couldn't pay him back. My grandfather sent me $200 check, and all of it was gone by the end of WrestleMania 30. On the ride home, I was broke. I had no voice. I was broke with every single penny. Go if you get to go WrestleMania live, go. You're gonna have a wonderful time.
Yes, there's not an experience like WrestleMania.
Yeah, and I pray we.
Words can't really describe what it's like being there. Go early, leaving. It's not fun.
Yeah,
Well, when I went, I can say it was in an arena, so it wasn't that bad. But I can only imagine a stadium is much more worse because it's you got 70,000 people there. It's a lot of cars and a lot of traffic. I mean, it's the same thing with an arena, but it's not as much. It's so much more when it's a stadium.
Mm-hmm.
So much more. Oh my god. We went overtime. It's time for us to split.
Yes, sir. Before I do that, I gotta mention these people. Y'all give me 1 second here to bring this up.
Yes.
I normally have it ready to go. I'm gonna send you a copy of it so we can always have it. Let's see here. You know what? I'm gonna see. I'm gonna see if you remember our sponsors here. You probably don't. Okay.
It's LLC delivery or something like that.
I need to send you the copy of that. Okay, so just so you know, Restaurants brought to you by Backup Deliveries More LLC. They put the D in delivery. You have a city license. You can drive trucks. You want more information? You call 888-71 backup. That's 888-712-2587 or 817-204-7259. We got backup.com.
I think their number should be running again because I remember it wasn't working for a little while. So people were only able to contact them through their website. So I'm not sure if their number is back up and running, but it should be by now.
Yeah. If not, that's a problem. We need to work on that. But we would like to thank you so much. We got to go, y'all. Have a wonderful weekend. And
that's right. Enjoy Rampage and the Stacked SmackDown.
Yes, sir. See you, everybody.
Take care, people.